Did you know that over 90% of businesses fail because they get stuck in an endless battle with the competition? What if you didn't have to fight that battle at all? Picture this. You're running a business, pouring all your energy into competing, trying to offer lower prices, better features, or superior customer service. But no matter how hard you work, someone else is always ahead. The frustration and stress of constantly struggling to survive in a crowded market feel like they'll never end. Sound familiar? What if there was another way? A way to break free from the competition entirely? Imagine stepping into a space where you make the rules, where demand is limitless, and where your success isn't determined by how well you compete, but by how creatively you innovate. This is exactly what Blue Ocean Strategy by 𝗖𝗵𝗽𝗁 and 𝗖𝗵𝗽𝗁 is about. It introduces the Blue Ocean's concept, new, uncontested markets where competition becomes irrelevant. You create an entirely new one instead of battling over a shrinking pie. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a leader, or just someone looking to stand out in an oversaturated world, the lessons in this book are revolutionary. It's about innovation, value creation, and fundamentally reshaping how we think about business and success. So if you're ready to learn how to escape the competition, create new demand, and transform how you approach business and life, hit that subscribe button now. On this channel, we're committed to bringing you insights that spark change and help you achieve growth. The concept of red oceans versus blue oceans. Let's dive into one of the most transformative ideas from Blue Ocean Strategy, the difference between red and blue oceans. Picture this. Red oceans are overcrowded, fiercely competitive markets. These are the industries where businesses fight tooth and nail for every customer. Think of fast food chains, smartphones, or streaming platforms. Everyone chases the same customers, uses the same strategies, and competes for the same features. The result is a bloody, exhausting battle, which is why they're called red oceans. But blue oceans, there's something entirely different. A blue ocean represents untapped potential, new and unexplored markets where competition doesn't exist. Instead of battling over a limited audience, you create your demand. Companies like Tesla didn't just join the electric car market, they transformed it. Netflix didn't simply compete with cable, they redefined how we consume entertainment. These businesses didn't fight for scraps, they made their own rules. Here's the big idea. In a red ocean, you're competing. In a blue ocean, you're creating. That shift from fighting for survival to innovating for growth can completely transform your business or career. So ask yourself, are you fighting for a slice of the pie, or are you creating a whole new one? One key takeaway here is the power of perspective. Instead of asking, how can I beat my rivals, and ask, how can I make them irrelevant? This mindset shift opens up possibilities you've never imagined. The 4 actions framework. Now that we've explored the concept of red and blue oceans, let's talk about how you can create your blue ocean. This is where the 4 actions framework comes in. It's a simple yet powerful tool designed to help you rethink how you deliver value to your customers. The framework asks you to answer 4 key questions about your business. Number 1, what can you eliminate? Look at what your industry takes for granted and ask whether it's truly necessary. For example, Cirque du Soleil eliminated costly animal acts, a staple of traditional circuses. Instead, they focused on theatrical storytelling and artistry. This not only reduced costs, but also appealed to a completely new audience. Number 2, what can you reduce? Think about areas where you can scale back without sacrificing quality. Budget airlines like Ryanair reduced in-flight luxuries, allowing them to offer ultra-low fares that attracted cost-conscious travelers. Number 3, what can you raise? Identify the aspects of your offering that your customers value and raise the standard. Cirque du Soleil, for instance, elevated the level of sophistication in their performances, creating a premium experience that appealed to adults rather than children. Number 4, what can you create? This is the most exciting part. Think about what has never been offered before in your industry. Cirque du Soleil created a completely new entertainment genre by blending circus arts with theater, music, and dance. This framework is not limited to big corporations. It's just as effective for small business owners, freelancers, or even those working on their brand. By asking yourself these 4 questions, eliminate, reduce, raise, and create, you can completely reshape how you deliver value and stand out in any market. And here's something for you to think about. What is one thing you could eliminate or create in your business or life right now to make a bigger impact? Value innovation, the cornerstone of Blue Ocean's. At the heart of Blue Ocean's strategy lies a powerful concept called value innovation. It's the cornerstone of creating a blue ocean. But what does it mean? Simply put, value innovation is about making the competition irrelevant by delivering a leap in value for both your customers and your business. Here's how it works. Most businesses believe they must choose between value and cost, either offering high value at a high cost or low value at a low cost. Value innovation breaks this trade-off. It's about finding a way to provide exceptional value to your customers while keeping costs down. For example, think about Nintendo's Wii. In the mid-2000s, the gaming industry was dominated by Sony's PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox, competing with cutting-edge graphics and high-powered consoles. Nintendo took a completely different approach. Instead of focusing on expensive technology, they introduced a simple and affordable console with motion-based controls that appealed to families and casual gamers. The Wii wasn't just another gaming console, it was a breakthrough that created an entirely new market and became one of the best-selling consoles ever. This is the power of value innovation. It's not about being better than your competitors, it's about being different in a way that your customers truly value. And the best part? When you deliver value innovation, your competitors become irrelevant because you're playing an entirely different game. Take a moment to reflect on your business or career. What could you offer your customers that delivers significantly more value while reducing costs? Sometimes the most impactful innovations come from the most straightforward ideas. The strategy canvas. Visualizing your blue ocean. Now let's talk about a practical tool that helps you map your path to a blue ocean. It's called the strategy canvas, and it's a game changer when it comes to visualizing your market and identifying opportunities that others overlook. The strategy canvas is a graph that compares your business to competitors based on the factors that matter most to your customers. Here's how it works. On the horizontal axis, you list the key factors your industry competes on, things like price, features, or customer service. On the vertical axis, you measure the level of investment or performance in each factor. The result is a value curve that reveals how your business stands out or doesn't compare to others. The goal is to create a curve that looks completely different from your competitors, representing a unique value proposition. Take Southwest Airlines, for example. They use the strategy canvas to disrupt the airline industry. Instead of competing on meals, seat classes, and lounges, they focused on what mattered most to budget travelers: low prices, convenience, and fast turnarounds. By blending the best aspects of air travel and bus transportation, they carved out a new market, a blue ocean. The strategy canvas isn't just a tool for analysis, it forces you to think critically about how to differentiate your business in meaningful ways. It shows you not just where the competition is, but where they aren't. So here's a challenge for you. Think about your industry, career, or even your brand. What does your strategy canvas look like? And more importantly, where is the gap that no one else fills? That gap is where your blue ocean begins. Overcoming organizational hurdles. Even the best strategies can fail if they aren't executed properly. That's why Blue Ocean Strategy doesn't stop at helping you identify opportunities. It also addresses the challenges you'll face when bringing your vision to life. Let's talk about overcoming organizational hurdles. Here's the reality. Most businesses don't fail because the ideas are bad. They fail because of resistance from employees, stakeholders, or even from within yourself. 𝗵𝗫𝗀𝗀 𝗀𝗵𝗽𝗀𝗀 and 𝗍𝗫𝗍𝗀𝗀 identify 4 major hurdles you'll need to overcome to execute your Blue Ocean strategy successfully. Number 1, the cognitive hurdle. This is about changing how people think. Often, teams are stuck in their old ways of doing things, believing that the traditional approach is the only way. To overcome this, you must make the case for change crystal clear. Use compelling data, real-life examples, or even visual tools like the strategy canvas to show why the current way isn't working and your new approach is better. Number 2, the resource hurdle. A common roadblock is the belief that there aren't enough resources to support innovation. However, successful companies find ways to do more with less. For instance, think about reallocating resources from areas that aren't delivering value into areas that drive growth. It's not about having more resources, it's about using what you have wisely. Number 3, the motivational hurdle. Getting buy-in from your team can be one of the toughest challenges. People resist change, especially when it feels risky. Focus on winning over key influencers in your organization, the people others look up to. When they support your vision, others are more likely to follow. Number 4, the political hurdle. Every organization has internal politics. Some people may resist change because it threatens their position or power. To navigate this, you must anticipate objections and build alliances with those supporting your strategy. Create a coalition of champions who can help you push the vision forward. Here's a real-world example. When Renault faced financial struggles, they tackled these hurdles by focusing on one thing: clarity. They communicated their strategy to employees at every level and empowered their teams to act on it. The result was creating a new line of affordable cars that became a massive success in untapped markets. The takeaway? Even the best ideas won't succeed without proper execution. By addressing these organizational hurdles, you create a blue ocean and build a team in a structure that can thrive in it. Now that we've explored the key insights from Blue Ocean Strategy, let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. First, we discussed the difference between red oceans and blue oceans. Red oceans are overcrowded and fiercely competitive, while blue oceans represent new, uncontested markets where you can create your demand and make the competition irrelevant. Next, we covered the 4 actions framework, which helps you redefine value by asking 4 critical questions. What can you eliminate? What can you reduce? What can you raise? And what can you create? This framework is a powerful tool for reshaping how you deliver value. We then explored the concept of value innovation, which lies at the heart of creating blue oceans. It's not about competing, it's about delivering a leap in value for your customers while reducing costs, making your competitors irrelevant. After that, we learned to use the strategy canvas to visualize your market and identify opportunities where others aren't competing. It's a tool that helps you design a unique value proposition and carve out your blue ocean. Finally, we discussed how to overcome organizational hurdles, such as resistance to change and resource constraints, ensuring your strategy doesn't just stay on paper, but turns into action. The biggest takeaway from Blue Ocean Strategy? Success doesn't come from fighting harder. It comes from thinking differently. If you want to thrive, stop playing by the old rules and create your blue ocean. If you enjoyed the ideas in Blue Ocean Strategy and want to dive deeper into innovation and to think outside the box, I highly recommend checking out the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. It's an incredible guide on escaping the grind, redefining success, and designing a life that works for you. It pairs perfectly with the insights we've discussed today. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more powerful book summaries and strategies to transform your business and life. And I'd love to hear from you. What's your blue ocean idea? Drop it in the comments below and let's start a conversation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the following video.